How you know if you're at a good mechanic shop? This little booger right here. They got these running around. Roosters and hens running everywhere. What's going on, everybody? Another update on the truck. They're in the process of getting everything changed out. Got the transmission pulled back, flywheel off. There's the old flywheel. It's actually not bad at all. I mean, there's no grooving or anything. Normally, you'll have like a groove here or a lip here when your flywheel's wore down, and then you'll have this a little lip here, but there is no lip at all. You got a little bit of rust right here, which is normal because that's exposed to element, but nothing. But look at this pilot bearing. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 bearings. It should have, say, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, about 13, 14 in there, and it's only got 8. So I guarantee you that was part of my noise problem. That pilot bearing is shot. Had to make a little parts run for the mechanic. Picked up a new clutch fork. See if y'all can see the difference between the two. Hold on just a second. Try to do this one-handed. How wore down this one is compared to this one. This one's the new one. This one's pretty wore. And then this right here is a bearing housing that goes over your input shaft on your transmission. And take a look at this real quick. This one's the new one. If you notice, this one has a lip in here, right? That one don't. The reason being, see the bevel right here on this one? That one has none. Look at the difference in thickness on this and this one. So that's how wore down this is compared to the new. Crazy. I should have done this a lot sooner. But the good thing is, it's getting done now. And then of course, new oscillator bushing that goes on the shift stick down at the bottom where it goes into the top of the transmission. The other one is wore out. I'm gonna see if I can show y'all. Kick this door open. It goes down in there. Take a look at this stuff. Don't look too bad. New rear main, new pilot bearing. That's what the pilot bearing should look like. Compared to that one. Yeah, that sucker is a goner. Here's my old rear main seal. It don't look bad, but obviously it was leaking. I'll show y'all in just a minute up underneath. clutch. Clutch brake. Pretty wore out. As you can see, these were getting worn. These little shiny spots on the springs where they were starting to spin. Same on this one. So the springs were starting to turn on the inside, right? And getting shiny. That's good that I'm changing that out. Clutch and throwout bearing is shot. It is shot. So, yeah, this is well needed. Show y'all up underneath the truck real quick. Try to do this with my clean hand. The back side, this is where the, let's see here, hold on just a second. Try to find a place to put this magnet. There we go. Alright. Rear main seal goes right here. Oh, turned off. And then that's where that bearing housing goes, right? So input shaft looks good. Just a little dirty in here. I'm gonna have to get up underneath and wash the underside of my truck whenever it gets done. It's a little filthy. All from that rear main. So, and then we're gonna pull that hose out right there. That's the one, if y'all look back probably, I don't know, about 20-30 videos, I had that hose pop on me, which goes from the air compressor up on the driver's side, comes around, and it's set right up on top of the transmission. Wore a hole, but that hose comes around and then goes down to the front side of the air dryer. And then one other thing we're gonna fix is I got a little leak right here on this hose, so we're gonna replace this hose. But that's about it. So we should be getting done with this today. New clutch, clutch brake, throwout bearing, rear main seal, bearing housing on the input shaft side of the transmission. Fix that tube, the fill tube. What else? Turn the flywheel. New clutch fork. New oscillator bushing. And I think we're gonna be good. That oscillator bushing was wore out too, bad. So between that oscillator bushing, the throwout bearing, and that pilot bearing, I think that's where a lot of my noise was coming from. So I'm gonna hold off on a 13 speed right now for the time being. I want to see how this transmission does after we get everything replaced. And if it's not making the noise anymore, then there's really no need in changing it out right now. I do plan on changing it sometime in the future, but I'm needing to get back on the road. So I've been out for this is going on 3 weeks. Daddy's going broke. Not really, but I've been off too long. So we'll get all this stuff replaced. See how she does. Like I said, if that noise goes away, which I'm thinking it will. I know the Meritor transmission has a little bit of a whine to it from everyone I've talked to. So, but the whine that I was getting was a little more noticeable than just the little whine. I'm thinking the pilot bearing had a lot to do with it. So hopefully this takes care of me. If not, then like I said, a little bit later down the road, I'll go ahead and swap that transmission. Won't have to do a clutch or anything like that. The good thing about this, though, and I'm seeing other people posting what it's costing them to get a rear main seal changed, a clutch changed. Good Lord, folks. I feel like y'all are getting taken advantage of. I'm not a mechanic by no means. I can do quite a bit of stuff with a manual. I do have some mechanical knowledge, a little bit. So a lot of the stuff I could do, the only reason I didn't do this is because I don't have a transmission stand. I don't have the puller for the rear main seal. So it's just easier to let somebody else do it instead of me trying to spend 2 or 3 days doing it at the house with a jack stand and other things like that. But man, shop around, folks. And I know it's different in different areas as far as like the shop rate, mechanic rate, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, shop around, find places. I mean, I got a couple places right around the house that are $95 to $100 an hour on shop rate, and they're fair. They charge you, a lot of the big shops you go to pull a price out of a book, right? If a rear main seal takes 12 hours according to the book, that's what they're going to charge you. You can find some good mechanics out there that charge you on the hourly rate that they work on your equipment, like here and down the road. My other mechanic that I like, they're charging you for the time spent working on the truck, not the book rate. Sorry, I keep getting interrupted by the Snap-on guy. I don't work here. Not looking for tools. I buy Harbor Freight and used to buy Craftsman a lot. I love Craftsman because if you break them, they would take them back. Take it back to Sears, they give it, they exchange it. But I don't think you can do that anymore. I'm not sure. But yeah, find you a good mechanic. It took me a little bit to find a decent mechanic. As y'all seen in the past, I got screwed by Cummins. That'll never happen again. If the truck breaks down and I'm out of town, I'll hire like a hot shot or something to load my truck up and bring it back to Texas. Or, find a reputable mechanic in the area that I'm in. But yeah, like I said, I'm lucky. There's a lot of places in South Texas that are good mechanics. So if you're ever anywhere else and you have something coming up, plan a trip to South Texas. Hit me up. I can help you out. I can give you some names to some good mechanics that will treat you right. But yeah, this should be done today. If not, first thing in the morning. He said he was going to stay a little extra tonight. I told him don't worry about that. You know, I'm not leaving out till Monday, so if you finish it up tomorrow, that's fine. No big deal. But anyway, I just wanted to give y'all an update, kind of show y'all what was going on with the truck. Should be good to go. It'd probably be like driving. That's what I'm hoping it's like driving a brand new truck. The other thing I do have to fix, and I got the parts, I have this new fitting right here. And then come to find out, this does have another check valve. I was told it was in the high pressure fuel pump. So you have your lift pump, which is mechanical. You know, it runs off your bull gear and everything else that spins that, and of course the compressor and all that kind of stuff, right? But right back here you have it's a high pressure fuel pump. These trucks, or this motor, runs at about 130 psi roughly of fuel pressure. So the lift pump spins this high pressure fuel pump, and it converts or increases the pressure on your fuel. But my phone is getting dirty. All right, so right here, you have a 90 that comes out of the fuel pump on the high pressure fuel pump side. Sorry, I got it zoomed in so y'all can see. And it elbows over, 90s over into another 90 right here that goes into back into the fuel pump. Well, that 90 right there is a check valve. So I got a new check valve right there. So I will be replacing that. I will be replacing this fitting right here. And then I'll be replacing the 249 O-ring that goes on the bottom here. And that should take care of me. As you can see though, it's holding. It's been here for a couple days now. And it's holding level. It hasn't dropped, so. But I'm gonna go ahead and replace this fitting again, the O-ring, and then the check valve that's on the high pressure fuel pump. And that should take care of my fuel issue. Other than that, like I said, I just wanted to give you all an update on what's going on with the truck, what's being changed out. And I should be back on the road Monday, and we'll see how everything goes. Hopefully it drives like a new truck again. So I think I'll end the video here, and we'll see y'all down the road. Thank y'all for watching. Appreciate all the subscribers. We'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good one.